Xin chào everybody and welcome to Evil GM's first ever Let's Look At game called Griddle. Game Griddle is made by a Finnish game studio by Punchwolf, a game studio that consists of four small individuals with not so small innovations. Now here, as you can see on top, we have different cards, +5, +10, and +15, which I will show you later. The reason why I have those cards unlocked already is because I already had to test out the game a bit and make this review. Here we have a time. This game for now has two versions. The first one is being a time attack, and the other one is move challenge. Now here in time attack, the game's how you actually play the game is you have a picture, and actually you can see it in the tutorial. The meaning of the game is that you're trying to form a picture that is shown on the screen. Now here the game actually tells me to slide the picture to the left, and there it goes. And you that way you actually finish the picture. And here you just follow the moves that the tutorial is actually telling you to do. And it's not really that hard to figure out what is the meaning of the game. As you can see, if you have any sort of IQ, you can actually see how self-explanatory it is. The tutorial itself doesn't have speech or text, because, you know, who needs reading? When you push that lower button, a moment ago you saw, you could actually see the original picture, what it looks like. And here the tutorial is also telling me to push this button, which adds more time, because we're in a time trial. You have certain amount of time left to solve the puzzle, solve the pieces of puzzles, and by pushing this one, I add 5 seconds to the whole time, and by pushing the one in the middle, I get 10 more seconds, and pushing the number 15 gives 15 seconds. So now I have 30 seconds left to solve the puzzle, and as you could see, the tutorial level wasn't that hard, and it's not supposed to be, because of course we're playing the tutorial. Here, in every level so far, at least in this preview version, you get two different versions. You have the normal gameplay, and as you can see, all you have to do is just form the picture here. Let me show you in a slower way. Let's try the harder mode this time. And in this one, you could see for a moment what the picture looked like, and by pushing the lower left button, you could see how is the puzzle supposed to look. Now, how would I actually describe this game? Would be like if you're playing. If you would be playing the cubicle, whatever you want to call it, the oh my, it's actually really hard to concentrate and talk at the same time, but I'm working on it. Yeah, you could basically think about it as one-dimensional cubics. Cubic Rubik's Cube, or, you know, the game that has six sides and you're supposed to twist them to match the colors. Well, in this one you actually have to match the picture, and you can also see that in the background you have a slight small faint picture of what it's supposed to look like. Oh, my mistake. My finger slipped. And on level 3, what was the difference between level 1 and 2 is that you actually have 2 pieces of puzzle you have to solve. And on the harder one, compared to the easy mode, you actually have like only you actually only have few. Hold on. How did I manage to do this? My tactics to actually solve these puzzles is that I'm trying to check the one corner at a time, and I have this certain technique with the Rubik's Cube too, but it might not work on the later levels. And actually, I was talking about the difference with level 3 compared to level 2 is that in this level 3 puzzle, you actually have to solve both pictures within the time limit. And if you don't have enough time, you actually get you can add more time by pushing the buttons up here, upside of the screen, on the +5, +10, and +15, and on the blinking dollar picture you can see on the left upper side is actually, as you could guess, is a special offer, as many mobile games have. This game, as many other mobile games, you can actually pay real money to have certain elements to help you ease the game. And of course, if you just add more like 100 or 1,000 seconds to your game, you have like almost whole eternity. But you also get more of these time cards by just playing the game normally. And if you solve if you manage to solve the puzzle with the normal difficulty level, you get some sort of you get a reward. Usually during the lower levels, you only get like bronze level chest open, and if you play with the hard mode like I'm currently now playing, you can get more rewards. Now the thing about the hard mode compared to the easy mode is, of course, that you basically need more moves to solve the puzzle, and also the amount of the way that the picture is scattered in the harder mode is a bit more difficult. And so far, I've been just showing you spoilers how to solve this. As you can see with the hard level, it ain't that. I mean, with the normal difficulty, it ain't that hard. And say when it comes to hard level, you get the kind of differentiation with how to say, with the picture of how you're supposed to solve it. Now I'm having bit of a trouble here concentrating and talking at the same time, but I don't believe we have that much of a problems to solve the thing. And as you can hear, if you start to have like 5 seconds or less time to solve the puzzle, the game is giving you an alarm, and also the mobile phone is trembling if you have the vibration on. And let's talk about the settings. Well, basically this is the time attack mode in this is what basically the time attack mode is. In this move challenge mode, they also have different kind of puzzles. Like in this first one, you actually have like 50 moves, and you have to solve 50 shapes. And as you can see, my record was four shapes out of 5 shapes. That's because I was just impatient and trying to figure out what moves you had to do to get to the piece of puzzle you want to solve. And here you can see you have 100 moves with 100 shapes. I mean, sorry, 10 shapes. And with this, you have the 200 moves with 22 shapes, which is of course much harder than the 50 moves with 50 shapes. And let me show you this one. Let's not push the continue. Let's pick up the new one. And here you can actually have you don't have a time limit. Instead, you have only certain amount of moves you can use. And in this mode, you can actually you could be more careful of how you move the pieces of puzzle, but it's not really that of a problem if you just concentrate on your finger. But I think the touch, the controls of this game feels really natural. It's there isn't like anything hard, and everything seems to be working without any trouble. And as you can see, I can move this piece, the Y or X axle, as much as I want, and it still count as one move only until I let go. And well, as you can see, if you just keep pushing this freaking puzzle back and forth, it's not doing you any good, which is technically what I actually did with the puzzle at first time. Now here, if you're forgetting what it actually should look like, you can always have a reminder by pushing the lower left. In the lower left, you can actually see as a thumbnail what the puzzle is supposed to look like. And if you push the button and keep pushing it, you can see it in the whole picture. And as you can see, I also have totally messed up my whole puzzle here. So I'm just gonna scramble it around, and you will actually see what happens. Now the controls of the game are very smooth, and there hasn't been any trouble of moving the pieces of puzzle. And as in many games, this game also, if you have your internet connection on, you can actually check out the other games made by the same developer, or other games from games from other productions and companies that actually that do sponsor the game. Now, and of course you can also this time I didn't get anything because I only had like I already have solved 4 pieces of puzzle here. And in well, the more you actually solve puzzles, the more you get these cards to actually help you going forward with the game. You can also like in any mobile game, you can actually advertise the game by sharing it in social media and tell your sharing it with your friends and stuff like that. It's their game company's way of advertising the games themselves, which is not wrong. Because we all have to advertise the game somehow, and I actually think it's not that bad of an idea. Usually in mobile games, when they are forced you to check out certain game videos, this one actually gives you an option of selecting whether you wanna check it or not. Of course, they try to give you this a task of a choice where you can actually see the video yourself or not. Now hold on, was this supposed to be? Oh yes, that one goes up there, and that one goes down there, and I'm missing a piece here. I'm missing again, putting here back together. And I actually like the challenge. And actually here you can see the example of me using these plus signs so that I get more time. And this is a good example of you seeing me as getting a reward. And this reward, I could double the reward if I check out some game video, but I currently have the phone internet off, so I just push don't double. The game is not forcing you to watch these videos, which is actually a big bonus compared to some other games, because they get their funding by showing these advertisement videos, but here it's completely optional. And you'd see I opened the silver box that usually contains several gifts from plus 5 seconds, plus 10 seconds, and also plus 15. Now if I play this game again in a hard mode, I get to do the stuff again. Now basically what makes me like the game attack mode, this mode, more is that you have more time. I mean, you have as many moves as you want to solve the puzzle, as long as you're just keep moving. There's no limit to how many times you can actually solve this. And this I did just in 1 second left. And here is an example of how much more you get rewards compared to the normal difficulty while you're actually playing this hard one. And I'll choose not to double it. As you can see, there's several plus 10s, several even more plus 5s, and the rare ones plus 15s are up there. And this actually unlocked me next level, level 9. And when you check out how many levels this game has, they probably they do have quite many, it seems. I haven't checked. 50. The picture, the sound that you're actually hearing is coming from my finger, because the game is thinking that I'm actually trying to unlock them. And well, basically you could probably use it as a drum also, but that would just annoy people, and I also bet it would annoy normal humans too, whether or the player itself, meaning you. What what do I have to say about the game itself? It's really the music itself is calm, ambient, and not too disturbing, and it doesn't have too much of a, well, kind of like disturbing elements of the games that sometimes you play some game and wonder if the game would just shut up. Of course, you can go to the settings here and have the sound effects off, or you could have the vibration off, the music off, and the regular settings that you can find usually in many games. And here you have game services. If I turn this on, you can also select if you log in, so you can basically have achievements on Google Play, and also notifications from game if you're when you're not playing the game. And the game is also in several different languages. We have English, Danish, Spanish, French, Deutsch, which I think is German. Shows me how much I have, how civilized I am. Portuguese and Finnish. And like I said, this game is made by a Finnish indie game company. So of course, naturally, they also have Finnish in their selections. What could I say overall from this game? I actually enjoy this game pretty well, and I also like the random facts about riddles in the back at the lower screen. Sometimes it appears like here. There's a random a fact about puzzles. Did you know that the oldest type of sliding puzzle is the 15 puzzle invented by Noyes Chapman in 1880? Well, I didn't know that, and I bet it has as much as random puzzle facts as some cat game I bought 10 years ago. It contained a lot of facts by considering cats. And how much would I actually recommend this game? I was actually surprised. I didn't know anything about this game when it was brought up to me. And for the few first seconds, when I opened the game and I heard the music, the colors aren't too bright, and it's they're actually pretty calm and constantly changing with colors that are actually soothing to your eyes, and of course the game itself is also. I like these kind of puzzle games. When you think about puzzle games that hold on, I'm not supposed to put that over there. And this is actually costing me just more moves. Same with that one. Oops, slide it just too much. It's not the game's fault. It is actually my fault because I just slided the thing way too much. That one. Over there. There you go. It's yeah, like I said, it's a pretty entertaining game. You could see that you can actually see that there are many solutions to these puzzles. There's no exactly one way how to solve the puzzle, and currently I'm just messing around with the thing because I'm not paying attention anymore. It's getting way too late for me to stay up. I have a morning shift coming, but the reason why I'm still awake so late at night is because I actually got caught by the game playing. I just kept playing and playing, and the reason why I find this game so entertaining for myself is it's a kind of puzzle game that resembles the Rubik cubes, but it involves visual perceptive skills, and those kind of games are quite rare, and the reason why I actually I could play the time attack so fast also is because I consider myself as a very visual player and person, even though I do consider most of the Caucasians just they just all look alike. Would I buy the game? If it costs, the game is out on 30th of March 2017, which is in few days after this, or one day after this review, because I actually started reviewing this game way too late. I've been busy and so on. The game will probably, if it would be free, I would definitely get this. If it would cost something like €5 or perhaps $5, I would still recommend it. I would still, if I would be into mobile gaming, I would actually play this game on my free time, and it's something that I would definitely well, would I share this enjoyment with somebody? You can basically play it with your friends. Also, you know, the type of friends that wanna tell you how the game is supposed to be played. When you're playing solitaire, there's always somebody behind your back and telling, "Hey, you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that," and so on. Okay, didn't mean to put that one over there. Maybe this one. Nope. No, I'm just messing the whole thing. And I'm costing myself just way more moves, and here I'm just panicking and just putting more stuff to the game. Actually, let's see, if you move this one up here, and you can actually move that one up here, one there, and now I'm missing just one. And this is when you're supposed to have friends telling you how to play the game, and the middle part is actually the hardest one to fix. So it's out there. The game is out there in Google Play Store, and also several app stores. The game is out for any Apple phones and or tablets by Apple company, and maybe later it will be also be out for Android games. It's currently in development. Whether this game can be played with other operating systems than just by Apple. So please do consider playing this game if you like puzzles and if you're into this visual style of puzzle solving games. It has, well, in the time attack it has 50 levels, and in the move challenge you have currently 3 different levels to solve. Does it can you actually does it have replay value? I believe so. You can always have a better time with the time attack. You can always try to beat your own time, and with the move challenge there's always a way you can do it with less moves, and each time the puzzle is different because they're scattered all over randomly. And check out your Google Play Store or the other app stores out there. I bet that the time you actually see this video, it's already out, and just start swiping, and you'll probably forget that which bus stop or train stop you were supposed to go down, and notice that you're already at the final destination of the public transport because you just got caught on this hooking game. It has happened to me before, and I bet you like $1 or something that it may happen to you also. And I would also like to thank the game company for sponsoring me for this game, not in the way that it would sponsor by paying money, because it's a small indie company and I'm a small YouTube channel, and we're sponsoring each other's by showing I'm showing their game by reviewing it, and they're showing my channel within the during the publishing of the game. So go out, download the game, have fun, and recommend it to your friends. And I hope you enjoy this game as much as I did. And some friends of mine might be already thinking that, was I a sellout? No, really. I had absolutely no sellout thoughts in this, because I really genuinely think that this is a good game that caught my attention quite well and got me playing this for way too many hours, considering that I have to wake up at 6 a.m. So go and play the game, and I'll see you next time when I have another game to review, perhaps from the same game company. Who knows? Good night. See you. Thank you. Bye bye.